All right, welcome back to the channel. I cannot believe my ears. Tim Bradley is warning Jaron Ennis to stay away from Teofimo Lopez because Teofimo Lopez is too good for Jaron Ennis at a certain thing called timing. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to be in the 147-pound division where obviously Tim Bradley and Teofimo Lopez are out there smoking on some good that they're not passing around because Tim Bradley warns Gervonta Davis. I'm not Gervonta Davis. Please forgive me the error. He warns Jaron Ennis about Teofimo Lopez after Teofimo Lopez called out Jaron Ennis for a fight. And I do believe it's a fight that more than likely will get made. The analysis of this fight, though, I am actually going to step out of my comfort zone and challenge Tim Bradley on this one because it just doesn't seem right at all. But before I do that, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. And if you're a longtime subscriber and supporter, thank you guys so much. And it really does help a lot when people support in the super thanks. I have seen more and more people doing that. So thank you guys so much. There's a little $ down there by the comment. It really helps the channel a lot. So thank you guys in advance. But let's get into this. So Teofimo Lopez says that he wants to fight Jaron Ennis. He's going to go up to 147 pounds and fight the unified 147-pound champion because Jaron Ennis has the WBA. He just beat Amanda Stanionis for that. And he has been the IBF champion ever since Terrence Crawford dropped that belt and moved up to 154 pounds. Teofimo Lopez just got done on a fight card with Arnold Barboza that has to be described as the worst boxing card in the history of mankind. It had Devin Haney in a monstrous snooze fest against Jose Ramirez. You had Devin Haney putting you to sleep against Arnold Barboza. You had the fight against Canelo Alvarez, which was actually on another day, but still on the same fight card, set a record for the lowest number of punches thrown in a fight, or the lowest number of punches landed in the fight. Just an absolutely terrible performance all the way around by everybody associated with that fight. So what does Teofimo Lopez have to do? Teofimo Lopez has to try to find a way to generate some type of interest in seeing him fight again. So he goes off into one of his usual, racial tirades, this time against, saying liquor, like he's drinking, but people are believed that he's saying Nigger, hard R, right? So he gets into that. All that's fine and good because I'm thinking, okay, sooner or later, man, we're going to be done with all of these guys. Okay, that fight card flopped for sure. There's no energy behind any of these guys' names. These guys are going to, I'm telling you, I think Teo, Devin, Ryan, all these dudes are not too long for the door. Or at the very least, they're not too long for the highest level. These guys have peaked in their career, and I think they're on the slide down. So, but Teofimo Lopez, to move up to 147 and fight Jaron Ennis, I thought to myself, okay, this dude he's probably serious, but this is somebody that is very desperate in his career. That's somebody that is desperate in his career. to try to go get Jaron. And I understand where Teofimo Lopez is coming from, because if he's able to beat Jaron Ennis, he'll become a unified champion at 147 pounds. That would make him a 3-division champion. He's a champion at 140. He was an undisputed champion at 135. I don't care what you guys say. I'm going to give that man his credit, even when I am criticizing him for this pipe dream that he's on with Jaron Ennis. Now, but that move definitely would put Teofimo Lopez on top if he can pull it off. Now, here's my issue with Tim Bradley. Tim Bradley starts saying, "Hey, man, if I was Jaron, I'd be worried about. I'd be careful with Teo. I'd be careful with Teo, because Jaron's got the length and he's got the power. He's got the speed. They're both two of the most athletic fighters in the world. But you know what Teofimo Lopez has that's better than what Jaron has? Timing. Teofimo Lopez has better timing than Jaron Ennis." Now, this is not something I usually do, because I don't really want to act as if I know more about the sport of boxing in the ring than Tim Bradley does, because I don't, and I would never claim that I do. On this one, though, I happen to know that sometimes Tim Bradley says things, and he says those things just for the effect. So I have to think that maybe he's just saying this for the effect, because I have no idea what in the world he sees that would allow him to believe Teofimo Lopez is going to do anything with Jaron Ennis. Teofimo Lopez is not even going to engage with Jaron Ennis. He's going to try to stay on his back foot, float around, feint. But more than likely, dude, he's going to wind up getting walked down, or he's going to lose the fight because he will refuse to engage as soon as he gets hit with something big. Teofimo Lopez's power has not really even carried out. It didn't carry out of 135 pounds, other than beating up who I believe was a shot Josh Taylor. I don't really know about Teofimo Lopez fights up and down to his level of competition. For him to jump all the way up in his level of competition to Jaron Ennis, I think that just the fact that he doesn't come into the fight with any real, consistent or real well-planned game plan is going to prevent him from beating Jaron Ennis. My only question in that particular fight is, hey, man, how long is this thing going to last? Or what is Teofimo Lopez going to do to make sure that it lasts a long time? Kamal Oz, who's a regular contributor on my channel, he has nothing but ire for a fight between Jaron Ennis and Teofimo Lopez, because he says, look, man, what does that do for Jaron Ennis? Jaron Ennis really has most of his big fights at 154 pounds, with the likes of Jermell Charlo coming back to the division. Sebastian Vendora's there. Young guys like Xander Zayas is there. One of his nemesis that's been around his whole career, Virgil Ortiz, is at that weight class, right? As far as what's going on with Jaron at 147, he's got 2 of the belts. He's got a fight that he can make with Mario Barrios, provided that he can get a fight done. Provided he can get a fight done with the PBC, he can do a unification with the winner of Mario Barrios and Manny Pacquiao, possibly. There's all kind of things that he can do without including in it Teofimo Lopez, and a fight that very, very well might wind up being a stinker. Because again, Teofimo Lopez always or almost always fights to the level of his competition. And that level of competition, I don't ever think he's been at before. So it's a fight I would not mind seeing, just because I want to see Teofimo Lopez lose. Cannot lie, but it's hard for me to get my head around somebody that has a hard time with Sandor Martin and has a very hard time with Jermaine Ortiz, to think somehow he's going to turn around and do something with Jaron. I'm not buying it. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.